Violence against Asian Americans is on the rise in New York, and tonight the community says it is refusing to stand idly by. CBS 2's Cory James live in Chinatown with that story. Cory.
And Jessica, here in Chinatown, people are expected to gather rally in about an hour to fight against the violence that has been happening against Asian people in New York City. And earlier today, there was another rally that also took place, many standing in solidarity, drawing out hundreds to the city. Inside Washington Square Park,
all of our stories,
the voices of protesters from various communities and backgrounds could be heard. All of them speaking out against violent racist attacks on Asians. The demonstration happening days after an Asian woman seen here on video was shoved to the ground in Flushing, Queens by a man. While the suspect has not been charged with a hate crime, House Democrats say targeted attacks on Asian Americans have risen to 3,000 nationwide in the last year. New York City officials telling CBS 2 back in 2019 there were only 3 anti-Asian hate crimes. However, last year they say there were 29 incidents, 24 of those believed to be motivated by COVID-19.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
Meantime, local leaders and activists are joining forces, denouncing the violence and calling for change.
We understand when we're being singled out for one reason and one reason only, and that is the color of our skin, or some would say the angle of our eyes. That is bigotry at its worst, and we cannot stand for it here in New York or anywhere else in this country.
There are issues that we always have in our communities. I'm going to have a task force. I want Joe on that task force. He talked about this morning. We got to deal with our interrelations. But we do not need to be anything but unequivocal in standing against the rising hate against Asian Americans.
And earlier today, Mayor de Blasio tweeted saying that New York City is home to one of the largest Asian populations in the country. He said that he stands with the Asian community and is against hatred of any kind in the city. But now we're live here in Chinatown. Cory James, CBS 2 News.
Cory, thank you.